Now, why don't I drive in New York? This right here is why, but we're going to spend a little time today, and I'm going to show you more than just that situation on 59th Street and this situation on Water Street. And I'm going to try and convince you, as I'm sure governments everywhere are convincing their people to take mass transit and not drive. Why don't I drive in this city? Let me show you. And join me, Terry Dixon, for an adventure for anyone, once again in New York City. Now this looks intimidating. All of these subway stations, yeah, there's 472 of them. But start out right here at Times Square. And we all know what Times Square is like. If you haven't been there, you've seen it on TV. It's crazy. You've got people everywhere, plus the traffic coming through. And we all have come to accept that about Times Square. But what about a winter day in the Village? Look at this. You've got garbage. The garbage man hasn't been able to get up the street. Cars that are basically snowed in. And all the time, just on the corner from all of that, you still have the bumper-to-bumper traffic, the delivery trucks, the taxis, the people driving. Then you have the bridges. This is the Brooklyn Bridge. Is that rush hour? No, it's not. So what can we say about this? Even in Dumbo, food trucks, delivery trucks. This is a largely pedestrian area, but that's a road, folks. It's not just for pedestrians. It's also for vehicles. It is complicated. It is one way everywhere you look. Even where FDR Drive comes down to the South Waterfront, it is just cars everywhere. People drive to these ports. They drive to the helipads. There's a road under the road. It's complicated, people. And if you're not used to driving in it every single day, then being in a giant park out in Flushing Meadows while you can see through those trees, the highway's going by, and that is a walkway over to the parking lots that I don't even know how you get to in that place because I don't drive in the city. But they're everywhere. You want to go see a Nets game? You're going to be down at Barclays, baby. Take the subway to that station right there. Because look at all the craziness around it on the street. And there's really not a lot of good parking down there. So do you really want to get involved in that? If it doesn't look good enough from above, come down and see it from the street. There's cars everywhere. And then there is Long Island City. Traffic, traffic, traffic. Where you could be above it on the subway or below it on the subway. Why wouldn't you be? 23rd Street, Midtown. Oh my goodness. And this is an area south of the park, and that means $9 congestion charge if you drive down there anyway. And for what? To go to the Home Depot? Or to come to Madison Square Park in the Flatiron District? There are so many lanes. I am about as certain as I can be that this section of town, you probably take a special class in driver's ed to even navigate any of this. Most of it's for buses and bikes anyway. Why would you be driving there? It's a real nightmare. It's bad enough being a pedestrian down there. It gets confusing. I would never, ever drive in that neighborhood. Even where the streets are wide, like on Houston Street. What goes on there? There's a lot of awkward intersections. There's just a lot of traffic. If you have to switch lanes to make a left turn or something, good luck, because you might accidentally run over a delivery guy. The bike lanes, the bus lanes, the multiple lanes, the median strips, the pedestrian crossings, the various different kinds of signals, and all the signs. Why would you do all of that when you can just go and take the subway? And when you get over on West Houston Street, it's narrow. Everybody is parked, double parked, illegally parked. There's a guy there parked in the middle of the street delivering oil, blocking everything. Why in the world would you get involved in that? Down at Bowling Green, People parked in the bus lane, so the bus can't even go. You're just getting in the way of the mass transit people down there. It's crazy. Down by the Staten Island ferry. Now, why you would drive to the ferry or drive to Battery Park, I have no idea. And once again, over here on Water Street, great parks over there, part of the financial district, traffic, work zones, everything, everywhere. And if you think walking over that traffic on the Brooklyn Bridge looks nuts, look at the end where it's entering and exiting. So take the time to take the subway, take the time to take a train, because honestly, if you haven't seen it's the better alternative, I don't know that I can help you. There's so much, whether it's the season that you're battling, or you're dealing with bridges, bike paths, bus routes, and all kinds of craziness, or it's just a traffic jam that gets in your way. You haven't even heard me talk about trying to park a car. So stay above it all, folks. Take a tram. Look at this mess. It's the best way to do it. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you've learned not to drive in the city.